Wembley Stadium in London was packed with people who couldn't wait to see Taylor Swift, the Queen of Pop. The Eras Tour was a spectacular show that took fans on a musical trip through her long and successful career. That being said, tonight had a special treat. The crowd went wild as the first notes of "I Can Do Better Than Revenge" filled the field. Taylor, who looked stunning in a sparkling dress, controlled the stage with the grace that is her trademark. The crowd went silent in the middle of the song. A figure came out of the darkness and could be seen against the stage lights. Travis Kelce, the NFL star and Taylor's boyfriend, was there. The crowd cheered when he took Taylor's hand, and their smiles showed how happy everyone was. Travis's appearance added something new to the song, and his lightheartedness went well with Taylor's seriousness. It was impossible to deny how well they got along, and their love story played out on the big stage of Wembley. When the song was over, Travis leaned in close and whispered something in Taylor's ear. It was a secret that only the two of them knew. The crowd held their breath because they were so interested in the private moment. Taylor nodded, and a fun smile appeared on her face. Her eyes were sparkling. Travis moved back and gave a wink to the crowd. This gave Taylor the chance to take the lead again. The music started up again, but the mood had changed. The crowd was thrilled and excited about what was about to happen. Travis's surprise showing gave Taylor the energy to give a performance that was nothing short of amazing. Those who were lucky enough to see Travis Kelce join Taylor Swift on stage during her Eras Tour in London will always remember that moment. It was proof of how strong love is, and a lesson that even the biggest stars can feel the magic of shared moments. At London's Wembley Stadium, the air was charged with electricity. As Taylor Swift began her Eras Tour set, the crowd, which was a sea of sparkling lights, roared. "I Can Do Better Than Revenge," a fan favorite, was the next song she sang. There was a hush. Taylor said, "This one's for all the broken hearts," with a sly grin on her face. A gasp went through the stadium as the familiar sounds played over and over again. Someone came out of the dark and joined Taylor on stage. Swift's famous boyfriend, Travis Kelce, stood next to her with a microphone in his hand. The crowd went crazy with shock and joy. And now it was finally here, the crossing they had never even thought of. Travis's appearance on stage was proof of their love, a public statement that went beyond the limits of each of their worlds. Taylor and Travis looked at each other with a knowing look that showed faith and love. Their sounds blended so well together that they were singing as one, and the stadium was filled with a strong feeling of love and unity. The crowd sang along, and their voices made a chant of strength and unity. Taylor's sweet soprano voice stood out against Travis's deep baritone, making a sound that was both unique and memorable. They had an electric link and could feel the chemistry between them. With their hands linked and eyes locked, they moved around the stage, making it clear that this wasn't just a show. The whole world could see a love story emerge. The crowd was enthralled, and everyone had their phones out to record every moment of this historic duet. Fans shared their shock, joy, and respect on social media in huge numbers. People who went on the Eras Tour will always remember this as the best part of the trip. When the song was over, Taylor and Travis hugged. Their smiles were bright, and it was clear that they loved each other. The crowd cheered so loudly that it was hard to hear. They couldn't wait for this moment, which they would never forget. The two of them showed everyone that love could go beyond borders, singing could bring people together, and dreams could come true. Taylor Swift, the current Queen of Pop, took the stage at Wembley Stadium in London for her huge Eras Tour. The air was electric with excitement. As she started to sing her hit song, "I Can Do Better Than Revenge," the crowd erupted in cheers. The song was about loss and getting back on your feet after it. Once the first chords were played, there was a silence in the crowd. A figure standing at the back of the stage was lit up by a spotlight that cut through the blackness. It was Travis Kelce, the NFL star and Taylor's boyfriend, and he was sparkling with pride. There was a wave of energy through the crowd. It was finally here. Travis would join Taylor on stage for the first time during her Eras tour. Now everyone was excited. It was like he was ready to share the stage with his love. He looked like a rock star in his stylish leather jacket and jeans. Taylor asked Travis to come with her, her eyes shining with happiness. He walked over to her with a sly grin on his face, and the crowd cheered. They used the same microphone together, and their sounds blended perfectly. Everyone could feel how much they loved each other, and it showed in every song they sang. Travis, who was known for having a charismatic personality and a natural talent for performing, was the right match for Taylor's energy. He danced with her, and while they did, everyone else in the crowd copied their every move. His presence on stage gave the show a twist that no one saw coming, taking it to a whole new level. As the songs peak, Travis leaned in close and whispered something to Taylor. She broke into a wide smile as a blush crept up her cheeks. The crowd held their breath as they tried to figure out what Travis had said. Taylor looked out into the crowd, and her eyes were sparkling. She spoke with tears in her eyes. Travis told me that he's never been more proud of me. He said that I'm the strongest, most resilient woman he knows. The cheers from the crowd could be heard all over the field. It was a beautiful moment that showed how much Taylor and Travis loved and admired each other. It was more than just a show when they sang "I Can Do Better Than Revenge" together. It was a declaration of their love and a celebration of their relationship. When the song was over, Travis stepped back and let Taylor have all the attention. His pride was clear as he looked at her with loving eyes. People in the crowd kept cheering until they could barely speak. They saw something magical, something that would never happen again and would always be in their minds. In the days that followed, their song went viral and was all over the news and social media. And it was more than just music. It was a powerful display of love and the magic of live performance. Taylor and Travis had shown everyone that they could not be stopped when they worked together. At Wembley Stadium, the air was electric with excitement. London was blown away by Taylor Swift's Eras tour. Each night was a spectacular show of costumes, dancing, and upbeat pop songs. But tonight, there was a noticeable buzz in the room. All day, there were rumors of a surprise guest. The first chords of "I Knew You Were Trouble" rang through the stadium, sending a wave of red color through the crowd. The famous snake from the Reputation era crawled onto the huge screens, marking the start of a darker, rougher part of the show. It was the famous Snake Queen herself, a beautiful sight in a black sequined outfit. With each line, the intensity built until the chorus, which was very loud. But when Taylor jumped off the bridge, everyone in the crowd stopped talking. From the shadows, a lone person slowly made his way to the stage. The whole crowd let out a gasp when they saw the newcomer, Travis Kelce, Taylor's famous boyfriend, who was grinning from ear to ear. There were a lot of screams and cheers in the crowd. Travis was a famous and loved tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. But tonight he was going into a different environment, one where glitter and guitars were more important than football and goalposts. Taylor was shocked and happy when Travis walked in the door. She welcomed him with open arms. When they hugged, their laughter could be heard all over the field. When they got to the last chorus, they sang it together, their voices perfectly harmonizing. The people in the crowd were very happy. There was pure magic when these two stars from what seemed like two different worlds came together on stage. It showed how strong love is, and how it can bring people together in ways they never thought possible. As the song hit its peak, Travis dipped Taylor low, and they looked at each other with eyes filled with love. A rain of confetti came from the stadium lights going off, and the cheers got really loud. Love, music, and the unexpected all came together on that night to create a moment of pure magic that will never be forgotten by those who were lucky enough to see it.